What's up guys, Coach Jay coming at you to demonstrate for our how-to today. We have the Turkish Get Up. So the Turkish Get Up is an exercise that incorporates total body stability, really emphasizing stability at the hips, core, and scapula. So let's get started.
To begin the Turkish Get Up, lie on your back in a starfish position with your legs straight out at a 45-degree angle and arms out at a 45-degree angle. Bend your right leg and place your right foot flat on the floor a few inches from your butt and outside your hip. Bring your right arm straight up toward the ceiling, making a fist with your right hand and keeping your knuckles pointing straight toward the ceiling. Don't let your wrist bend backward and set your gaze on your fist. Next, push through your right heel and your left elbow to prop yourself up onto your left elbow. In this position, your left shoulder should be packed. To pack your shoulder, start by slouching your shoulder, rounding it forward, and then reverse the motion by pushing your arm through the floor so that your shoulder is packed down and away from your ears. Your chest should be facing the wall in front of you, not facing the ceiling. From here, place your left palm on the floor, pushing into the floor and using your abs to pull your body into a seated position. Keep that left shoulder packed the entire time. Think about screwing your palm into the floor so your elbow pits turns out away from you and your fingertips are turned slightly back behind you. Next, slide your left leg underneath you and toward your butt, placing your left knee and left ankle in a straight line with your left hand. Your left knee should be stacked directly underneath your left hip, and the distance between your knee and your hand should be about the same length as your torso. If you need to adjust your knee and not your hand. From here, shift your weight back toward your left heel. Come to an open half kneeling position. In this position, your up knee should be at a 90-degree angle and pointing directly in front of you, and your down knee should also be at a 90-degree angle, but this knee is pointing to your left. Now, shift your legs into a half kneeling or a lunge position by sweeping your left leg, down knee, behind you to the left so that this knee is now pointing directly in front of you. You should now be looking straight ahead. From here, think of getting nice and strong, engaging your core and pushing your back foot into the floor to bring your feet together to a standing position. Congrats, you're halfway there. To get back down, you are now going to perform all these steps in reverse. Going down is just as important as going up, so be sure not to rush this part or let yourself relax. You should still be holding the weight with a straight arm over your head and start by taking a big step back with your left leg into a reverse lunge. Then reverse the sweeping motion of the left leg, your down knee, to return to the open half kneeling position. Once in the open half kneeling position, sit your hips back toward your heel while reaching your left hand down and placing it on the floor in front of your left knee. The distance between your hand and your knee again should be about the length of your torso. At this point, switch your gaze back up to your fist until you finish the movement. Shift your weight back into your left hand. Sweep your left leg out from under you and sit down with your leg extended. You should end up in the same position here as when you were rolling up onto your hand. Your palm should be screwed into the floor, elbow pit rotated away from you, and shoulder packed and away from your ears. From here, push your palm into the floor and let your elbow bend in toward you. Make sure as you touch down to your elbow, you keep that shoulder packed. Slowly push your left arm into the floor and allow yourself to gently come back to the floor. From the starfish position, roll onto your right side and grab the handle of the weight with your palm facing the ceiling and place your left hand on the weight. Roll onto your back and punch the weight straight up to the ceiling using both hands. Once the weight is steady, place your right arm and right leg out at a 45-degree angle. Remember, don't let your wrist bend backward and set your gaze on the weight. Bend your left leg and place your left foot flat on the floor a few inches from your butt and outside your hip.
So there you have it guys, that is the proper setup and execution for the Turkish Get Up for today. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out to any of our TMMK Fitness staff members. See you next time.